Hello everyone and welcome to Imola for round 3 of the 2018.1 South African simGT SprintQ series. And we already got qualifying underway. And currently watching Christopher Langeveld, who got out of the pits first in front of everybody else to begin his outlap. And I think we look forward to some exciting racing this evening. We've got two qualifying sessions and 2 races. And this, of course, is the first qualifying session. And we're watching Christopher Langeveld, who's been quickest throughout the weekend. He did a 42.7 over the weekend, was incredibly fast. And let's see if he can repeat that lap time here in qualifying. Also topping the final practice session this evening. But not anywhere near that 42.7. So let's see what he can do. He's slightly wide on exit there, but it compromised him for his first run onto the main straight. But here we go, here comes the number 46 Mercedes-Benz, Redline Racing Mercedes-Benz. He's got Rian Lamprecht just behind him. Also looked very quick in this final practice session, did RPM Sim Racing Team's Rian Lamprecht. And former FSR driver in his own right, and he's racing here in the South African simGT series. Great to have him join the championship. Langeveld looking for a clean start to the lap. Ran slightly wide. There's a white line exception rule there. The drivers can put all 4 tyres over that white line. And we have another exception further up the track as well. I don't think Langeveld's going to be the quickest on this first round of quick laps. And slightly wide too there. The Mercedes-Benz wiggling around at the rear and into Aqua Minerale here. It's another white line exception where the drivers can put the 4 tyres over the white line, but not all 4 tyres on the green area. Very good exit now. Area. This is the final corner, so the speed up point to begin the race later. But here comes Christopher Langeveld. What kind of lap time will this be? I think Lamprecht behind him is a little bit quicker in fact, but let's see what happens as they cross the line for the first time in qualifying this evening. And Langeveld's going to do a 43.245. It's pretty quick. That's really quick. Lamprecht nowhere near him with a 44.324, 1.1 seconds behind him. And Judd Watt is a good, 8 tenths behind him as well. Bashir Judd Watt in the squad reverse works Nissan. Marcus Stain, Judd Watt's teammate there with a 44.521 in 4th. Lindsay Ray with a 44.917 in the Accor Racing Mercedes-Benz. And Bongi Mabido is looking extremely quick over the weekend and the final practice session. He was second fastest in the last practice session, now goes 3rd quickest with a 44.265, but nobody near Christopher Langeveld with that 43.245 to get things started. So Langeveld's laid down the gauntlet here. Can anybody run with him? That is the big question. Of course, great form is Christopher Langeveld on now after a stunning victory at Mugello in the last round of our flagship championship, the South African simGT series. And Langeveld carrying on that great form here into Imola. So all the drivers this evening vying for a combined top 7 result out of the 2 races to book themselves a grid start for the South African simGT series round 3 division 1. It's happening, I think it's about a month's time. And so this round very much acting like a qualifying round to get into that main race. Langeveld will not better. Let's go and have a look at Bashir Judd Watt, who's got to improve by almost a second. He's trying to take it to Langeveld. Will he do it? Yes, he has with a 43.238. So Judd Watt is running with Langeveld. There's absolutely nothing in it as well. It's 7 thousandths of a second between Judd Watt and Langeveld. Unbelievable. Bongi Mabida then 3rd position. Lindsay Rayner with a cracking lap up into 4th position. So that Arco Racing Mercedes-Benz working well around here at Imola as well. And 9 minutes remaining in this session. Absma in 9th position with a 44.657. Bit off the pace is just Jason Absma here at Imola. Let's see what he can do in the final minutes of this session. Unprecht in 5th position for RPM Sim Racing. Leslie Oliphant now pops up into 4th. Marcus Stein down to 8th. Gustav Jacobs up to 9th. Absma down to 10th. Hembry in 11th. In the Netcare TDR Ferrari. Ross Bartel in the Wake Racing Mercedes-Benz in 12th position. Tim Smith in the Smith Racing Porsche in 13th. And Carl Swanepoel makes a return to the championship after taking a break the last round out, I think it was. Claassens in 15th, Matthew Boy in 2nd. Sean Laria is disconnected from the server, so not too much of an issue there for Sean Laria. Hopefully he can get back. We're watching Bongi Mabida now in the Netcare TDR Porsche. He's looking to better his lap time here. Nice increase on his data, looking for a good drive out of this corner now. Yeah, he's got it. He's going to bet his time by almost 2 tenths. I don't think it'll be good enough to unseat Langenfeld in 2nd. Let's see what happens now. There's Oliphant on a good lap now. He's almost half a second up on his delta. And this could give him 3rd position. Will he unseat Mabida? Yes, he will. So Leslie Oliphant finding some pace there. The 43.719. And up to 3rd position. Craig Claassens now in the simGT Racing. Listen, up to 9th position. Matthew Boy up to 14th. Lopesha now leaving the pits in the Wake Racing McLaren. He's yet to set a lap time. Chris Heineke now up into 6th with 44.107. Much better lap time there for him. And the Reaper goes towards Nissan. Everybody just trying to avoid people on their flying laps. Wesley Ferrand now. Great to see him back in Division 1. He's about to start a lap time now. Ross Bartel stays in 13th, I think, for Wake Racing. But let's watch Wesley Ferrand in the Arco Racing Porsche. He's better his lap time there by almost a 10th already. As he passes Chris Heineke, is making way for him. Right now, almost 3 tenths up as he gets a slide on there. That cost him dearly. He's losing all his improvements that he had. Ferrand's going to improve this lap, unfortunately. Let's go and have a look and see who else is doing well. Peter Holden is now up to 5th in the 2nd Redline Racing Mercedes-Benz. Holden is finding some pace. Mark Henry now up at 10th, but he's lost it through the chicane. Swanepoel about to begin another lap in the Wake Racing Mercedes-Benz. Let's see what the front runners are doing for the moment. Jadwat's not going to improve that lap. Looks like a mistake. Langeveld's up on his time. He's got a 10th. What do you take to Jadwat? He's losing time now. He's looking for... what is that? Yeah, this might be enough to take pole position for Christopher Langeveld. Yes, it is a 43.182. I think that is. And he unseats Jadwat from the provisional pole position. So what a battle this is turning out to be. Oliphant down 2/10 in his best lap time. Let's see if he can do anything about that. The final sector of the lap coming up for Leslie Oliphant. But still a good half a second down on Jadwat and Langeveld. Something special now if he can do it here. Oliphant will not improve, or well, his delta is diving. Oliphant will not improve that lap. Jadwat's gone off. So he might be able to get another lap together. If he can get out now. No, I think it's a bit late for that. He's going to try that, I think. Imola on a quick lap. He's improving, almost up to a 10th now. A tricky section of the track this is. Aqua Minerali, downhill and uphill. A good run through the chicane. Has he got it? Yes, he has. He's improving his delta. So Mabida looking to take it to Oliphant for that third position. It's a bit more there through this section if you can do it. Oh, it's going to be close. Extremely close between Oliphant and Mabida for third position. Here comes Mabida. This is 43.768. He's looking for 4/100ths of a second. Here's Mabida. Can he do it? He's going to try now again. Langeveld's had enough for this qualifying session. Jadwat's on an out lap. Might be able to get around for another run. Will Bashir Jadwat. Leslie Oliphant will not improve this lap, but he will get another flyer underway before the session comes to a close in around 50 seconds time. Holden has also get another lap and another lap in before the session comes to an end. Marcus Steyn on another flyer now. Oh, he's lost time in his delta there as Marcus Steyn. Lamprecht is about equal on his delta. Let's just stay with me on Lamprecht. Mark Henry now up into 11th. Carl Swanepoel with a 43.939 up to 5th position goes the Wake Racing Mercedes-Benz. Cracking lap by him at the death. Checkered flag is out. Bashir Jadwat has got another lap going. He's down on his delta there, unfortunately, pushing a bit too hard there, I think, through Tosa. Mabida has got Oliphant for third with a 43.672. Cracking lap there. But that is your qualifying. Langevaart from Judd White from Mabida. And extremely close affair. But it must be said, Langevaart's got a bit of an edge on the rest of the field with that 42.923. Jason Absmeyer now up into 7th. So Steyn goes down to 8th, Lamprecht to 9th, and Heineke to 10th position. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back with the start to race 1. Don't go away. Welcome back to Imola, and we're around a minute away from the start of the formation lap for race 1 of 2 this evening. And all the drivers just trying to calm their nerves and get ready in anticipation of this race, load their race setups and make sure everything is working without problem. It is Christopher Langevaart who will start from pole position ahead of Bashir Judd White, so that'll be a great contest at the front. Got Bongi Mabida right there with Leslie Oliphant in 4th position. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the race. And we're looking for a clean start this evening. If we look at Drivers' Championship standings, there's Leslie Oliphant tying the championship lead with Christopher Langevaart for the moment with 100 points each. And then we've got Jason Absmeyer in 3rd position with 94 points, Marcus Stan in 4th with 89, and Bashir Judd White in 5th position with 87. So that is your top 5 going into race 1 this evening. And then in the Teams Championship, we've got RP Madcap leading the way. Jason Absmeyer and Leslie Oliphant with 194 points. And then we've got Squadra Ghostworks, Bashir Judd White and Marcus Stan with 176 points. And closely behind is Christopher Langevaart and Peter Karnas in the Redline Racing outfit. Wake Racing then 4th position. And 5th position is Reaper Ghostworks, that sister team to Squadra Ghostworks. Chris Heineke and Nazim Edwards doing a good job there. Nazim Edwards not in this Division 1 race this evening, so that will help hurt their points. You'll only be racing Division 2 on Wednesday evening. But let's see how this race goes. Langefeld now bunching up the field for the start to race 1. We've got a Mercedes-Benz from a Nissan, from a Porsche, from a McLaren. A balanced performance working nicely, getting the championship in this race. And off we go. Langefeld has put foot and off he goes to start the race. Bongi Mabida coming under pressure there from Leslie Oliphant already. They battle for 3rd position. But Langefeld's got the jump on Judd Watts. Mabida there, comfortable in 3rd, pulling a gap to McLaren. Now, it's wonderful now having a go at Leslie Oliphant there for 4th position. And Jason Asmeyer, whoa, Staines lost it on the braking. Oh, it's very close. Asmeyer sneaks past, so does Kelvin, so does Lamprecht. And now he's under pressure from Chris Heineke. So Marcus staying there, just not quite getting his braking right into turn 1. Cold brakes, cold tires, that can happen if you're not careful. But here's Langefeld, he's taking Judd Watt with him away from the rest of the field. Bongi Mabida under severe pressure now from that agile McLaren of Leslie Oliphant. But the field's still very close together. Nice, great stuff. It's wonderful, looking strong there in the wake racing Mercedes-Benz. Unfortunately for Sean, Rorio is saying in the YouTube live chat that his equipment's let him down. So, fortunate. But Holden is now up into 6th position. Mabida running slightly wide, that's compromised him. Here comes Leslie Oliphant in the RP Madcap McLaren. He's looking for a way past that Porsche. The two are getting away at the front. He won't like that. Has lost but he's gone up. He's put a move on Loebscher. Craig Claessen's going to do the same. So mistake there for Loebscher at the chicane. It's cost him dearly, 2 positions. Staines put a move on Lamprecht. Lamprecht I think has actually had an off. He's down to 10th position. Oh, we've got contact at the back there. Embry involved. Embry, and I think that's Bartel. Yes. So ZDF cars and the Ferrari and Porsche catching up to Bartel. So that is not going to plan for wake racing. But it's Langefeld leading Judd Watt. This is the fight for the lead. Just 17 laps each for each race this round. Again, still surviving Oliphant, but Oliphant is trying, he's giving his all. Let's go on board with there's the Oliphant in the McLaren. Porsche getting its power down nicely out of the slow corners. McLaren battling down the straights, especially up the hills as well. Go through the chicane now. Oh, Mabida's made a mistake. Oliphant's got a run on him. The Porsche's got the legs. Osmar is starting to challenge Calvin for 6th position in the background. To stay with this fight between Oliphant and Mabida. Fascinating to watch. And McLaren's in the slipstream. Into turn on we go. Tricky corner this. Mabida and Oliphant battling away is allowing Carl Swanepoel to catch up to them in the Mercedes-Benz. It's going to be a three-way fight for third position just now. And Holden-Jones under pressure now from Absmeyer. Holden-Jones having a strong run here in race 1, finding some good pace. Staying just behind there with Heineke in 8th and 9th position. That is the battle for 15th between Tim Smith and Mark Embry. It's Porsche against Ferrari. Embry having a better run than Smith through there. He's got a better run on him. Embry actually had to hit the brakes so he could avoid running into him. Matthew Boyes had a problem. Yeah, it's gone off in the background as the Nissan. Boyson up into 17th, he leads Bartel. Jadwat's taken about 3/10 out of Langeveld that last lap. That gap down to 1.3 seconds. Boyson under severe pressure from Ross Bartel. Here comes Mercedes-Benz, going to run on the Porsche. Which way is he going to go? He decides to go on the outside. Boyson goes defensive. And Bartel sneaks around the outside. Nice move there by Ross Bartel. The wake racing Mercedes-Benz staying has got Holden-Jones. Holden-Jones gone off, I think. Is he? Yes, and Absmeyer has also fallen back, so I think Absmeyer and Holden-Jones had a problem, an incident. Now Absmeyer finds himself well down in 15th position and rejoins ahead of Mark Henbury. That has allowed Mark Castaigne up into 6th position and Heineke to 7th. So now these cars all very close together. Wesley Ferrand now currently in the top 10. Challenging Rian Lamprecht for 9th, so nice group of cars here. But Langeveld well in command of race 1 here with a 2-second gap. And then Bashir Jadwat another 4 seconds down to Mabida. But Leslie Oliphant staying in touch with Mabida for 3rd position. We'll keep an eye on that battle. Front now look for a good drive at this corner. See if we can challenge Lamprecht down the main straight. Let's go on board with Wesley Ferrand. Porsche has got the legs on the McLaren. Look at that. Here comes Wesley Ferrand in the Arco Racing Porsche. He's running past him. Sue's brave under brakes. Yo, Ferrand moves across. But that's enough room for Lamprecht. Good driving there by Wesley Ferrand. And he's now up into 9th position. And next up for Ferrand is Peter Holden-Jones in the Mercedes-Benz. Oh, we've had a change up here. Whoa! Oliphant challenging Mabida on the outside. Through Tosa. But Mabida defended well and has maintained that position for now. Olifant's got to run him a beaten up. Can he get him under braking for Ravatsa 1? He'll be brave. He's not quite able to do it. And Absmeyer's put a move on. No, and Mabida's run wide. That's all that Leslie Olifant needed. And he's been released into 3rd position. He should be able to maintain that 3rd now down the main straight. He's got enough of a gap back to Mabida and that powerful Porsche. Mabida will be under pressure now from Carl Swanepoel. Will maintain that position. Holden-Jones has put a move in front for 8th goal. That was front attacking Holden-Jones, but I think Holden-Jones defended. Front's actually fallen 6/10 behind Holden-Jones. Bartel's put a move on Hembry for 15th. Comes Front, just got past Holden-Jones for 8th. There was a mistake there by Holden-Jones into Tosa, and Frant's punished him. Holden-Jones now coming under pressure from Rian Lamprecht. This is the Bartel-Hembry battle, and Smith's getting involved there too. 10 laps remaining. And Oliphant now pulling away from Mabida. It's got a half a second gap back to Mabida. So that battle settled now. Is starting to come back at Oliphant. Fascinating battle this is for 3rd position, and Langerfeldt is left out right behind a bit there, almost 5 second gap now. Holden-Jones Lamprecht battle rages on. I think Lamprecht tried to go around the outside at Tosa, and Holden-Jones is having nothing of it. Here comes Lamprecht with a run out of the chicane, down towards Ravatsa 1. Oh, that power the Mercedes-Benz showing there, but Lamprecht's going to get him under braking, up the inside, he's got him. Both drivers respecting our fair pass policy that we use at SimRace South Africa to good effect. And Lamprecht is through, but will he come under pressure from that powerful Mercedes-Benz on the main straight? Here comes Holden-Jones is pulled out. He's got a run on him. Lamprecht not hugging that inside line, and Holden-Jones will fly past and allow enough space for Lamprecht. He's going to swing it on the outside. Wow. Man, Lamprecht's having none of that, but here comes Holden-Jones again. He'll get the switch back too. Holden-Jones using the grunt of the Mercedes-Benz to pass him before Villeneuve. He's got it. What a fantastic battle this is, and here comes Lindsay Ray in the Arco Race Mercedes-Benz, and Lamprecht's gone wide. Lamprecht has gone wide, and through goes Brent Lindsay Ray, and here comes Shane Loebscher as well in the Wake Racing McLaren. Rian sees him off for the moment, but I think Loebscher's got a better run on it out of Tosa. Up the hill we go. Side by side. And Lamprecht's got the inside line. Great racing here in the midfield. Lindsay Ray is starting to challenge Holden-Jones for that 9th position. There'll be a battle to watch out for. Smith has dropped back 2 positions. Oh, good action here. Bartel's run wide. And Absma has had a spin, it looks like. He's down to 20th. So So difficult race here for Jason Absma in the RP Madcap McLaren. Lindsay Ray has got up to 9th. What has happened to Caldenes? I think he's had a spin. He rejoins just ahead of Mark Hembury. There's nobody waiting for him, so it looks like Caldenes went around by himself. And now under pressure from Mark Hembury in the TDR Ferrari. This is the fight for 13th position. Oh, a bit of lag there for Holden-Jones, and that's got out Hembury. Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky. In fact, Holden-Jones actually pulled right off. He rejoins that, and Hembury's actually waiting for him. Good sport there by Mark Hembury. Holden-Jones run wide again. Oh, I think he's going to call it. He's Peter Caldenes. Anyway, his teammate Christopher Langenfeld's well in command of this race. 5.6 second lead ahead of Bashir Jadwat. Jesse Oliphant looking comfortable in 3rd position. He's pulled the gap to Bongi Mabida. Carl Swanepoel staying put in 5th position, although Marcus Day now starting to get closer to him. Absma into the pits. I think that might be the end of the race 1 for Jason Absma. Hopefully we see him back for race 2. This is the battle for 11th. Shane Loebscher coming under pressure from Quay Claessens. Towards turn and we go. Wow, Loebscher there cutting across Claessens. Aggressive move there. Yeah, both our cars able to navigate turn 1 safely. Gustav Jacobs is a good couple of laps down there in 21st. Lindsay Ray leads Lamprecht in 9th position. Board with RPM Sim Racing teams, Rion Lamprecht down towards Ravatsa 1 and a braking tricky corner. This so easy to snatch a brake or brake yourself. Of course, these cars have ABS, so you can't really snatch a brake in these cars. And CB Pilot Mercedes-Benz Shane down the main straight pulls the gap to the McLaren. The McLaren's far superior in the corners. Let's stay on board with Rion Lamprecht and see how superior it is in the corners. Braking up, turn 1. Don't ride the bumps too heavily and unsettle the car. Lindsay seems to have the measure of Lamprecht for the moment. Into Villeneuve we go now. Lamprecht hits the rev limiter. Arco Racing Mercedes-Benz working very nice indeed. That team doing a good job. Oh, it's a bit of a spin there for Lamprecht, and he's had to get out of the throttle, and away goes Lindsay Ray. The price you pay for a mistake. And the field, unfortunately for us viewers, is spread out pretty evenly. Loebscher's pulled away from Claessens for 11th, but as I said, here comes Claessens. Got a run on Loebscher. See if Claessens might have a run at Loebscher into the chicane. Let's see what happens under braking. Claessens has got him. Yes, he has. Wow, great move there. Let's run wide. Battling to get the power down on the green surface. Side by side towards Ravazza 1. Down the hill. Slacking to the right. And Claessens has got Loebscher. Oh, Loebscher comes back under braking. Well, slight contact there. Oh, and around goes Loebscher. So settling the McLaren. Loebscher down to 13th. Under pressure now from Tim Smith. Just 4 laps remaining in this one, and Langevaart looking very comfortable. 7.6 second lead now ahead of Beschedjad Watt. Bartel has put a move on Claessens. I think Bartel's actually had a mistake, and now he's recovering, and he's just recovered ahead of Claessens. Claessens trying to get past that car as quickly as possible. Staying now just half a second behind Swanepoel. That's better for 5th position. Oh, and Bartel's run wide. Surely Claessens is going to get him. Yes, he does. So Claessens up into 11th now. Let's go and have a look at this battle for 5th position. It's hotting up between Swanepoel and Stan. It's Wake Racing, the Mercedes-Benz versus Squadra Ghostworks in the Nissan GTR. Behind them is Chris Heineke. He's a good 2.3 seconds behind. Staying right with Swanepoel. On board with Marcus Stan. Well, Swanepoel's made a mistake. Can Stan punish it? No, he can't quite do it. Goes wide. But he'll get the cut back there. Can he get the power down? Can't quite do it. No, what's happened there? Swanepoel's missed a gear or something. And Stan will have him, will he? Oh, side by side. Wow, great racing between those two drivers. And Swanepoel will keep that position for now. Wow, fantastic contest. And a bit of wisdom there by Marcus Stan getting out of that move on the approach to Aqua Minerale. They would have just ended in tears for both of them. And Chris Heineke would have been laughing there in 7th. He would have been up to 5th, but staying in 7th. And strong drive there, this by Carl Swanepoel. Holding off Marcus Stan. He's an incredible sim racer in his own right. And Chris Heineke about to join the party too. And they've got Wesley Ferrand there just in the background, then the Porsche for Hardcore Racing. Claessens Bartel battle rages on for 11th position. Marcus Stan has fallen back from Sonnepool, but now under pressure from Chris Haneke. But Stan had a magnificent run out of that last chicane. He's now clawed back towards Sonnepool. So that fight's not quite over yet, although there's only what, a lap and a half remaining of race 1 of 2 this evening. Swanepoel playing fast and loose with the entry to that last corner there with the tyre on the grass. He survives that though. And he'll be under pressure now from Marcus Stan. He'll have to get this. Oh, he's made a mistake. Just as I say that, Commentator's curse, he's made an error. And Marcus Stan will be right with him now through Tosa. Stan's got a better run now. Whoa, tank slapper there for Swanepoel. He hangs on to it though, keeps the car pointing in the right direction and on the black stuff. That's what counts. Stan now is all over him. Runs wide, big slide there on the green surface there. You've got to stay off that green surface, especially through turn 7. And Chris Haneke now has joined the party again. But Swanepoel feeling the pressure. Christopher Langerfeld, our race leader, has started the final lap of race 1. Whoa, and Swanepoel runs wide again. Cost him time. And Marcus Stan now will be pressing on. Bartel's coming back at Claessens. Stan now 7 tenths behind Swanepoel. It's a ribbon area there. So, whoa, here comes me from Stan. Stan has got Swanepoel into Tosa. It was just a mistake there by Swanepoel through Villeneuve, and that's all Stan needed to pounce. He's got his man. Marcus Stan up into 5th position. Swanepoel under pressure from Haneke. But it is Christopher Langerfeld who rounds the final corner for race 1. What a great drive by Christopher Langerfeld. Almost an 11-second lead ahead of Bashir Jadwat. That is killer. Congratulations to him. What a fantastic drive. Can anybody catch him in race 2? Remains to be seen. Bashir Jadwat has fallen right back to Oliphant. Great pace of Oliphant towards the end. Jadwat will get 2nd. Oliphant will get 3rd. Mabida will get a strong 4th position too. Great drive there, Mabida. Great to see him getting good results. Had some terrible luck with his line the last couple of rounds. And Marcus Stan will get 5th position. Swanepoel will get 6th position. Oh, Willie, here comes Haneke. And Haneke is going to get him at the death. Can you believe it? Haneke goes to 6th position. Swanepoel down to 7th. Front will get 8th. Lindsay Ray will get 9th. So 8th and 9th for Accor Racing. Good stuff. Ray and Lamprecht will complete the top 10. And Quay Claessens will get 11th. Ross Bartel will get 12th. And Loebscher will just beat Smith to 13th position. Mark Hembry will get 15th. And Boyson doing pretty well. Good job in Division 1. Normally see him in Division 2, but good to see him here in Division 1. Matthew Boy will get 17th. Peter Galnes will recover to 18th position. John McKay in the ZDF Racing Ferrari, the zooming extremely fast Ferrari, 19th position. And Gustav Jacobs will get 20th. That was my unfortunately DNFing for race 1. We're going to take a 5-minute break and then we'll be back for the second qualifying session this evening for race 2, of course. Don't go anywhere. and welcome back to Imola for the second qualifying session this evening. We're watching Bashir Jadwat, who finished second in race 1. And his teammate Pakistan have left the pit lane for the first qualifying session as they look to about to start their flying laps, first flying laps. The question now is, can anyone come onto terms with Christopher Langeveld in race 2? He won by almost 11 seconds. There were a couple of drivers scratching their heads. Jadwat and Stain have started their first flying laps. Let's see what they can come up with. Looking for something in the region of a sort of a 42.5 to 43 second bracket to get things started off, I would think. Through Villeneuve we go. He's setting himself up for this corner really. And, looks like a nice run there by Jadwat through those last couple of corners. Good run there through Aqua Minerali. Now we're towards the chicane. Gotta go get your braking absolutely spot on into the chicane. Not overshoot. You don't want to put too much of the car on the green carpet on the outside of the corner. Into through Ravazza 1, and then Ravazza 2, of course. The drag down the main straight towards the start-finish line, and it will be for Bashir Jadwat a 43.948, and staying with a 45.301. Lamprecht splits them with a 44.622. There's the RPM driver. Qualified now up into second with a 44.490. Jacobs up into fourth now. Ferrand now takes fourth. 45 dead. Better lap there for Jason Asmar, 44.600. Claessen's now up into 5th with a 44.823. There's the Oliphant now 8 tenths up on his best delta so far. Expecting a nice improvement there for Oliphant if we can keep this up now. If he does that, A good lap here by Oliphant as Hanneke loses it in the background. Into the wall he goes. And Oliphant will go 43.617. Provisional pole here for Lazy Oliphant. What is Jadwat doing? He's well off his best delta. Mabiden up into third. The 44 dead. And Marcus Steyn now a 10th up on his delta. But nowhere near Mabida for the moment. Lamprecht will also not improve on that lap. Obviously he's on an out lap, I think he is. It's sort of another flying lap, but he used a bit too much curb on that last corner and settled the McLaren. He's about dead even with his delta so far. There's still time to find here for Absmeyer. Put him a mistake there through Tosa as well, cost him time, but still up by 2/10. He could be challenging Ferran for 5th position if he keeps this up. So I haven't seen a lap by Langerfeldt as well, and many other drivers for that matter. It's 3/10 here for Absmeyer to improve with. Let's go give him the 5th position still. You just get Robertsa right. Looks to have done that so far. Robertsa 2 now. Much better run there. 4/10 here is up for grabs for Absmeyer. Can he change stand for 4th position? It's going to be close. Yeah, Absmeyer goes 4th position. Much better lap there from him. Good stuff. Looking for a better result in race 2 after a DNF in race 1, unfortunately, for RP Madcap. Oliphant's on an out lap. Chad Watts is not going to play that lap. Bida about to start flyer. Absmeyer again almost 3/10 up in his best delta. Let's see if we can improve now. We lost a bit of time through there now. We'll come out about square through Tosa. Oh, he's lost on the braking. Steyn is on an out lap. Ferrant is leaving the pit lane now. Loption up into 6th position. The wake race in the McLaren. Good run there. Claessens is up to 10th. Kalner is up into 8th. Heineke is up 2/10. So I haven't seen a lap here from race 1 winner Christopher Langenfeldt. I'm not sure if he's got problems or he's just leaving the run towards the end for whatever reason. Reinecker is not going to improve that lap, I don't think. Oliphant is up almost 2/10. Let's see what he can do now. Should improve by about a 1/10 or so. Judd Watt will not improve that lap either. Neither will Peter. Absma is on an out lap, it looks like. Stain is could slightly improve. Let's see if there's a good battle between him and Absma for 4th position at the moment. Lost time through Aquaminerali through the chicane now. No, not able to get the power down good enough. So Asma's 4th is safe for the moment. Asma again using too much of the curve, unsettling that RP makeup McLaren. Not too happy here at Imola for whatever reason. Front is 2 turns down in his lap time. I think he's going to improve unless he comes up with something magic through the final sector. But still no lap time here from Christopher Langerfeldt. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, if he's got problems or perhaps he's got line issues or problems with his equipment. But so far no lap time here by Christopher Langerfeldt, which is puzzling. Even on the server. Lindsay Ray have now up into 9th position. Front will not improve that time round. Lamprecht is on out lap. He's just started a flyer. Looking to improve now, he could. Langerfeldt towards the end, 43.444, gives him provisional pole position. Just 4/100ths of a second quicker than Oliphant. Looking to improve again. He's 10th up in his delta as well. 45 seconds left in this session. Matthew Boyd disconnects from the server. Hopefully he can get back in time before a start. Oliphant 2/10 down his lap. He might be able to do another lap after this one though. Judd Watt will start another flyer now. He's looking for a good 3/10 to take the pole position away from Langerfeldt. Here's Bashir Judd Watt. Oliphant will not recover that 3/10 for the sun. He actually calls it a quits for this session. Bartel now up into 4th with a 43.914. Good run there. Just another lap as well. They got it wrong into turn 1. Pitches the car into a slide. That's it for Ross Bartel. And Langerfeldt looking to improve by 1/10 of a second. Not almost 2/10. For right now up into 6th for the 44 dead. Swanepoel up into 11th. Langerfeldt will improve by 4/100ths of a second. Let's go see what Judd Watt's doing. Judd Watt is not doing another lap, so he's out. Matthew Boy up into 5th with a 44 dead as well. He beats Mabida by 7/1000ths of a second. Everybody finishes their runs. And, that's the session done and dusted. So it is a Langerfeldt pole position once again. Oliphant will start from 2nd, better position for him this time. Because Bashir Jadwat in 3rd position. Here's Bartel in 4th. Boy from 5th position. Good running by Matthew Boy. Wow. Rubida was up in 6th. And 3 moments away from the start of the formation lap for race 2 this evening. The second and final race for round 3 of the SprintQ Championship. It's Christopher Langeveld for Redline Racing started the formation lap for race 2 this evening. He leads Oliver Jadwat, Bartel, Boy, Mabida, Ferrand, Abisma, Stein, and Heineke. That's your top 10. And a bit of unfinished business in the second race. Abisma will be looking for a better results. And Bartel and Boy right up there at the front. Great to see them fighting for the positions. Let's see what they can do. Stein is down in 9th. Interesting. This one pulls further down this time round. And of course, this is the Division 1 round this week. And we've got Division 2 coming up on Wednesday evening. And, if you're watching this, you want to get involved in the race in South Africa, you sign up now. You'll be in time for the Division 2 race on Wednesday. I think if Leslie Olifant is to have a go at Christopher Langeveld, needs to do it within the first sort of 2-3 laps, otherwise Langeveld's going to get away. And of course Olifant will be under severe pressure from that powerfulness in GTR behind him in the form of Bashir Jadwat. Olifant needs to hang with Langeveld now through down the main straight. And he's with Langeveld, but here comes Bashir Jadwat in 3rd position as well. So if Oliphant can survive turn 1 without losing position, he might have a shot at Langeveldt. But here comes Jadwat. And Oliphant's gone defensive early on. He needs to keep him out of it. No, Oliphant's not letting go. He's running with Jadwat. Side by side. Jadwat's pushing him slightly wide. And we've got Bartel is watching the action. He's got front row seats as Ross Bartel in 4th position, looking to challenge Oliphant, but wisely upside of it. So great racing here. All the cars nice and close together as you would expect during a race start. But Jadwat has got Oliphant for 2nd position. Through Tosa. Got the inside line. And Oliphant going backwards already. So McLaren battling for pace through Imola, at Imola. Suiting the low down torque of the Nissan and the Mercedes-Benz a bit better, especially up the hills. Oliphant needs to come back at Jadwat if he has to have a go at Langeveldt. Langeveldt's already gone 2 seconds up the road. It's all kicking off behind him, that's for sure. Bartel on the green stuff there, battling to put the power down. Ferrant under pressure from Boy. Oh, he's gone backwards. Who's that? That is it Boy? Who's that? That is Leslie Oliphant. He's fallen right back. What's happened? Looks like he's clipped the wall or something. But Leslie Oliphant is no longer at the front, as we can see. And down and mixing it up in 10th position. There's a whole tight group of cars here. So nose to tail down the main straight. And Oliphant will come under pressure from Carl Swanepoel now as well. Oh, it's all very close together. Will we survive without incidents? Yes, we will somehow. Good driving by everybody. But Langeveldt's gone. He's checked out. Bartel under pressure now from Abida. He's trying to slip around the outside. That won't work. Not through Villeneuve. Under pressure from Oliphant. Through Tosa. Side by side action. Someone's gone sideways in the background. That's Swanepoel. Swanepoel under pressure from Lindsay Ray. He's got him already up the hill. Through turn 7 we go. Oliphant's through. Lamprecht around the outside of who's that? Claessens, I think that was. Oh, we've got line issues here for Holden-Jones. Off there. That's Swanepoel, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, it's cost him dearly. Oliphant's looking to come back, but he's onto the green stuff, and RP, Madcap, McLaren's up together, much further down to what they would have liked. But this will hurt their championship ambitions for the Sprint Q series. Oliphant leads teammate Absmeyer. Let's see what they can come up with. They've got 14 laps remaining, of course. Ray looking good in 11th position with the 333 Mercedes-Benz. Claessen's now trying to put a move on Lamprecht around the outside. That's brave. Yes, he's got that move done, nicely done. Making the Nissan finding its way past the more agile McLaren. Almost down to 12th position. It's a nice tight group of cars here, all nose to tail. Through Tosa we go now. Heineken now under severe pressure from Leslie Oliphant. Break now under pressure from Jacobs. Mark Hembry as well. Hembry runs slightly wide. Swanepoel looking to have a run on Hembry. So does Jacobs on Lamprecht. Lamprecht survives another corner. Nothing to keep up with all the action on track. The cars are very closely together. Whoa, Hebry has outbraked himself, does so well not to run to the back of Lamprecht. I think that was. He's now under pressure from Smith. Hopshire in 17th. He's with the teammates Swanepoel. This is the Bartel Mabita battle for 3rd position. Aggressive front, looking strong in 5th as well. Mabita trying to go on the outside. It's brave. We'll try and get the slingshot now. Oh, he's run too wide. That's cost him. And, Heineke is defending from Oliphant. Listen, should have the grunt up the hill now. Heineke got the inside line. Oliphant's going to try and sweep underneath him to get the slingshot. Oh, they're very close together. Into Aquamarine we go. Oliphant's got a good run up the hill now. They've got Boy just ahead of him. He's a bit slowed down a bit. Now it's very close. Great driving so far in this race. Boy now there's severe pressure from Heineke. Down the hill towards Ravatsa. Heineke's going to hit him in the braking. Here comes Oliphant as well. Wow. What a move by Oliphant. Absmeyer is looking for some action as well. Here he comes. Great racing in race 2. Well. And Oliphant now under pressure. Boy wants to get back past him. He's got him, I think. What's going to happen into turn 1? Let's see if the McLaren can now break the big Nissan. No. Boy maintains a position so far, but have a better run. Oh, it's Constantino effect. Oh, Oliphant mustn't run into the cars. Oh, that's gone pear-shaped. That's gone pear-shaped. Not sure what to say about that, but yeah, that just happened. I think Oliphant, when he got into the grass, there's not much he could have done about that. Lamprecht now under pressure from recovering Oliphant. Bartel, Mabita battle carries on for 3rd. Bartel's run slightly wide. Mabita's going to run up the inside. And Ferrant's right there too. And bringing Stain with him. Who's got the power down the straight? Porsche is looking pretty handy right now to run with the Mercedes-Benz. Mabita has not got him. Oh, slight contact, not too bad. Rubbing is racing. Ferrant should have a good run on both of them now towards Villeneuve. Mabita flashing his lights. Ferrant has to get out of it as Mabita moves across to him slightly there, but Ferrant's going to have a good run now. Will Ferrant go up the inside? No, he won't. Here comes Marcus Stone as well. Great fight this hit for 3rd position. Wow, 4-way battle. Just 10 laps remaining in race 2. Final race this evening. Bongi Mavida. That's one we go. He's going for a move at the inside. Oh, that's brave. Slight contact there. Bartel's gone backwards. And out of sync with the other cars as well. It's Ferrante slip pass into 4th position. Nice opportunistic move there by Ferrante. He's paid off. Now Bartel under pressure from Marcus Steyn. Down the main straight we go. Absolutely nothing in it between these 4 cars. Steyn's outbraked himself slightly up the inside. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. Let's go. And Heineke's collected front as well. So there's not going to plan for front after doing so well up until that point. Marcus Steyn there waiting for Ferrante there, not off the racing line. Who's off there? That is Holden-Jones, I think that was. Embry there trying to get out of a move on Steyn. Smith has got Embry for 13th. So it's unfortunate there for his Ferrante. A very good, strong race. On course for the strongest result we've seen from him, I think, so far this season. Oh, there's contact there between that's one of the Porsches, and we've got Absmeier waiting in the background, so I think just clipping Jacobs, and Absmeier has left the server as well, so that he will take no further part in this round, and 0 points for Jason Absmeier in this round, so that's cost him 10 in the championship, unfortunately for him. Ferrante now has got Smith right behind him. Nick up into 8th after all the action kicked off in front of him. Outbreak up to 7th. Lindsay Ray, who suddenly finds himself into 5th. Just keeping his nose out of the action. Quietly getting on with the race. Now finds himself into 5th position. So good drive for him so far. Langerfeld's away again with almost over 5-second lead ahead of Judd White. Steyn puts him even for Ferrante now. 8th position. Heineke's under pressure for right there for that 9th position. Boyston under pressure from Swanepoel. Gorgeous livery there. But the Zef team zooming extremely fast, loving the name as well. Gorgeous Porsche. Manu Boyson. Of course, also John McKay down in 20th in the Ferrari. Great to see these two drivers in Division 1. Improving all the time. Heineke has put that move on Smith for 9th, but Smith is looking to come back at him. To the chicane we go. Mark Embry's right there as well. The Ferrari. Mistaken by Heineke. Can Smith use it to his advantage? He might have a run on the Nissan. Not quite. Swanepoel's going to move on Boyson for 12th. Nicely done. Holden is better for 14th. And Stan is caught up to Lamprecht for 7th. Jacobs has got front for 16th. Oh, and staying on the brakes again. The first time we've seen it this round. Stan will lose position to Chris Heineke and come under pressure from the Smith-Henry battle. Swanepoel's there as well. We're looking to get underneath Smith if he can. No, he won't. Here comes Swanepoel though. I think Swanepoel's got a great run on Embry. Up the hill we go. Ferrari fastest period through the chicane. Wow, look at that. This one, of course, just start leaning back down the straights. Just 4 laps remaining now. Stan is caught right back up to Lamprecht for 8th. I think Lamprecht also had a mistake, an issue. He's fallen back behind Heineke, because Heineke is up to 7th now. And Oliver now is going to challenge Lindsay Ray for 5th position. Here is that battle. this battle for 4th position is kicking off nicely. 3-way battle. Embry under pressure from Swanepoel now. Here comes Swanepoel. No, not happening. This race has been fast and frantic. Wow, great action throughout the field. And Oliphant has got Lindsay Ray for 5th position. Oliphant will now go after Bartel in 4th. Jacobs battle now for 15th. Boyson as well as there, 13th position. A train developing once again in the midfield. Boyson under pressure from Boy. To turn when we go. Boy's got him. Here comes Gelnes too, that was very close. Good avoiding action there by Peter Gelnes. Gelnes now under pressure from Jacobs. Oh, big slide by Jacobs. Around he goes into the wall, unfortunately. He will drop down to 18th. But our racer Christopher Langeveld is got it pretty easy. 6-second lead ahead of Judd Watt now. Ross Bartel in 4th position. They've got Oliphant all over his rear wing. Oh, as Stan puts a move on Lamprecht, they're going to go side-by-side slide contacts. Both recover okay without losing position, although I say that. And here comes Smith, trying his luck with Stan. Gelnes has got Boyson for 14th. Great recovery driving this barley front. It was right down to, what was it, 9th position I think, and I was in 5th, challenging Bartel for 4th position. So okay, great character being shown here by Leslie Oliphant. Just a lap and a half remaining for race 2. Boys put a move on Swanepoel for 12th position. Bartel's running wide again. Here comes Oliphant. He's going to try and go around the outside if he can. He'll be brave. Has he got him? Yes, he has. Wow, press the move. Just taking advantage of a mistake by Bartel. I've seen that a couple of times from him. Running a bit wide at Villeneuve. And Oliphant is through now. Oliphant will be looking to build up the gap before the main straight, where the McLaren suffers from straight line performance. And Oliphant now up into 4th position, recovering nicely. Good drive by Oliphant, wow. Break stand battle rages on. This is over 8th position. But Christopher Langevaart has started the final lap this evening, and on course to take a very impressive double victory here at Imola. Oh, and Staines made a mistake there. Smith is going to try and get him into reverse 1 under braking. Quite able to do it. No. Oh, what's happened to Swanepoel? Swanepoel's dropped. Oh, boy's falling right back to 18th. Oh, that's killer. Claasen's 2 is falling back. Boyson's falling back. Christopher Langevaart through Akura Minerali for the final time this evening. Comfortable 5-second lead ahead of Judd Watt. And with this victory, he will take the lead of the South African simGT SprintQ series for the 2018.1 season. So he carries on his great form into round 3. He's booked himself a slot for round 3 of the South African simGT series. Christopher Langevaart will now cross the line to take victory here for a 2nd time this evening. Congratulations to him once again. Bashir Jadot will get 2nd position, and Bongi Mabira will finally get a podium position finish. So stoked for him. Had line issues, equipment issues the last couple of rounds, but finally is starting to pay off now. They've got number 92 Porsche on pace here at Imola. And he will take a podium result here. He will take that. Congratulations to him. Here's the Oliphant. Fine recovery to 4th position. And Ross Bartel will get 5th position. Good result for him. Brent Lindsay Ray will get 6th position. Good result for him as well. Heineke will complete the top 7. Lamprecht starting to show pace now in the South African simGT series. SprintQ anyway. And he will get 8th position. Steyn will get 9th. Tim Smith will complete the top 10. Good stuff for him. Mark Embry will get 11th. Peter Khalnes will get 12th position. Wesley Ferrand for Accor Racing will get 13th. Swanepoel will get 14th. Larsens will come to 15th. Matthew Boy will get 16th. Daniel Boyson will get 17th. And Shane Loebshaw will bring up the field in 18th position. This 18th finishes this evening from 22 starters. Well, that concludes round 3 of the 2018.1 South African simGT SprintQ series. What an exciting round that was, especially race 2. What a thrill to watch. And shout out to all our viewers. Thank you very much for joining me, Jason Holden-Jones. And we'll be back for in 2 weeks' time for round 3 of the South African simGP series. We look forward to that. And yeah, well, until then, all the best, and then goodbye.